Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? Me, I don't have my lip balms out already. Balms. So let me get my lip balms out already. And we will get into this vlog. It is 3:17 a.m. Disco lights. And I'm sitting in the driveway. I'm gonna lock my door. Oh, it's already locked. And I'm sitting in my driveway, per usual. And I got up about an hour ago. I was laying in bed talking to Alex. He just came to bed a little bit ago. And we were talking to the pups. They were being mildly cute. And we were just kind of laying there talking and laughing and stuff. Let me pour my Diet Coke, which I'm so ready for. I ate like right before I lay down tonight, and I'm kind of full right now. I made that, well, I was sitting out here, so I had my my book study that I do on Monday nights with my group of friends. So Alex was inside watching TV afterwards, so I came out here and I talked to my sponsor, and I talked to Tanya, and I talked to Mel. And so then I was like so hungry, so I went inside because it was like we didn't get done with our book study tonight until like 9:30. So I went inside, it was like almost 11, and I was like, I'm so hungry for pasta. So I made some pasta in that Fasta pasta thing that I reviewed the other night, because I was like, oh, well, let's see if this works better the second time now that I kind of know what I'm doing. And so many people left helpful comments. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, on my review channel, I reviewed this as seen on TV thing called Fasta Pasta. And it's supposed to like cook your pasta like perfectly. And so I made sure tonight, like, I measured it out correctly, and I put the right kind of water in there and everything. And it was absolutely horrible. Like, it was, the first time I did it, it was kind of like there was still some kind of like water in there, and it was like a little gooey. I don't know what it does cooked in that plastic, but it kind of almost comes like out a weird consistency. This is the second time I've done it, and both times have kind of been a little bit of a fail. But I have to say the first time was better than the first. The first time was better than this time. This time when it was done, it was like I didn't put enough water in there, but I know I did because I measured it exactly the way that it says to do it. And it just was like one big clump. It was like spaghetti that I made, you know? And it was like it was all clumped together, and I had to like separate it. It was so gross. So anyway, I did though. I let it cool down for a little bit, and then I put some butter and some salt on it, and I microwaved that. It was not good. It was like, I mean, if you had had it in a restaurant, you would have sent it back, because it just was like, it was almost like I had to pull the spaghetti apart. It was like all clumped together. It was the weirdest thing. And Alex was like, well, maybe you need to put some more water in it and put it back in there. And the thing is it was done, but it was like, but it wasn't overdone. And I actually did it a minute less than I had done it last time, because last time it was kind of gooey. And so I thought, well, maybe I did it too long. But this time, if I had done it any less, it would have been hard. So I don't know what the deal was. I don't know why it was clumped together. I don't know if maybe I needed to put more water in it. I have no clue. There was literally no water to strain out of it, though, I will say that. So I probably needed to add some more water, but I don't know why. I mean, I put just as much water or more as I did before. So the whole thing was a mess, but that was what I had for dinner. I had like a big bowl of pasta, a big bowl of spaghetti with like salt and butter on it. And then I had, of course, my like peanut butter things. And Alex and I, we got laughing so hard in the kitchen because we had bought these 2 bins of these mini chocolate chip cookies. And like the other day, I noticed that like half of the bin was gone. This is literally like yesterday or the day before that I noticed that like half of the first bin was gone, and I had like 3 cookies out of it, right? And so today I went in there to go get some cookies, and the first bin was completely gone, and I hadn't seen it in the trash, right? And So I said to Alex, I said, what happened to that bin of cookies that was in there? And he goes, what do you mean? He got real defensive. And I go, well, there was like a whole bin of cookies. I was being like real sarcastic, you know, and I go, there was a whole, it's kind of cold in here all of a sudden. I don't know why. It's still nice outside today. It was nice today. Oh, there's the air conditioning. We don't need the air conditioning. I said, well, there was a whole bin of cookies in there and they're all gone. And he goes, that's a stupid question. And I go, what do you mean that's a stupid question? And he goes, it's a stupid question. They're gone. I ate them. Of course they're gone. I ate them. He got like real defensive about it, you know? And I go, well, I was being sarcastic because like 2 days ago there was like half a thing. And he goes to the kitchen and he like throws open the closet door and he's like laughing, right? And he pulls down my huge container of peanut butter things, my peanut butter pretzel, you know, niblets. And he goes, what happened to the 2 other containers of these? And I'm like, I started laughing. I go, I don't know what you're talking about. That's the first one I had. And he goes, oh, right. Like this is the first one. He goes, you ordered one. And then when we were at Costco, you got another one. And I go, he goes, this is your 3rd one. I go, well, actually, it's my 4th if we're counting. But I said, you don't have to be rude about it. That I've gone through 3 of those. We were laughing so hard in the kitchen. So anyway, that was my night tonight. And had a great, like, book study, read, and just such a really nice group. There's like 8 of us, and we're like reading, and then recovery stuff, and then we're like, we read a certain amount, we each read, and then like when we're done reading, we all talk. And it's not like a meeting or anything, it's just like a group that we put together of like friends. And it's really, really fun. It's really nice. So we did that tonight, and got up today. Oh, I got up so late today. Oh my God. Well, I finished, so I got done vlogging last night. And then I was playing Words with Friends, and I was like, I'm going to finish this book tonight. Like, I've had it. I was listening to The Wife Between Us by that Greer Hendricks. I gave it 3 stars. I would not recommend it. I did not love it. And I have to tell you, I don't even know that I understood the end of it. I don't even know that I understood the epilogue. I think I do, but I don't want to ruin it for anybody. But, like, I think I understand what happened, but I'm not really sure I understand what happened. I don't know. Like, and that never happens with me. Definitely not with, like, mysteries or thrillers. I'm always kind of like, oh, okay. I felt like it was kind of a trick ending. I felt like the book was, like, it was going at a good pace. And then there was, like, a surprise halfway through the book, which I felt like that surprise was, like, appropriate. Like, it made sense. And because there's 2 authors for it. And I felt like they had kind of built it up, so it made sense, but it was still a surprise, even though I was kind of expecting it, because I knew it was going to be some kind of twist like that. But then the book went like in this whole other direction, and I was like, I feel like they were sitting around and they're like writing it organically. And so, okay, when you write, you either like write organically, and what that means is you start out with, you know, there was this guy named Peter, and he was sitting in his car, and then it's like, you know, and the next thing is somebody came to his window and gave him a check for $1 million. You know, then Peter went inside and told his husband, and then he and his husband, like, they flew to Las Vegas, and you know what I mean? Like, you write it organically. It just kind of comes out as you go. Did you like that little storyline that I just wrote? But you know what I mean? Like, it kind of comes out as you go, okay? And then there's, like, structured writing, which is where you write like an outline, and then you follow your outline, or, you know, ideas, and you research it, and you know, like, ahead of time what's going to happen. And then there's a little bit of both, and this is just like what I've been told by a lot of different authors. I'm sure there are other ways to write, but this is like the majority of the people that I've talked to, the authors that I've talked to when I was writing my book, and that I've interviewed and things like that, have said to me, like, that's how they write. They either write from an outline or they write organically, but typically they do a little bit of both. And I have to say, for me, it was a little bit of both. I had like, I had an outline that I wrote everything that I wanted to happen in the book, and then I turned that outline into chapters, and that's how I started. It did not follow my outline exactly. There were things that never even made it from my outline into the book. There were things that came up, like, as I went, that I was just kind of like, oh, I like this idea, and blah, 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 whatever, right? I feel like with the wife between us, which is interesting because so many people loved this book, and maybe it's because I just have come, off of like some really great books. I don't know, that I'm like hypercritical of it. But I feel like halfway through the book, they were like sitting there and they were like, oh, you know what we should do? We should do this. Oh yeah, and then we should do this. And like, this idea started growing on itself that then like took on a life of its own. Because the second half of the book, it seemed like it didn't fit the first half of the book. It almost seemed like it was like, or the other thing is, because it's written by two people, maybe one of them wrote the first half and the other one wrote the second half. I don't know. It just didn't seem like it fit together. And I don't even know where to explain it, but I do know where it split. I know exactly where it split. And it was like at this certain point in the book, it became a different book. And it was weird reading it. Like, I could tell, like, right away. So, I don't know. I did not love it. I gave it a 3. I felt bad for giving it a 3 because I probably would give it a 3.5 because I thought some of the I don't know. And it was very slow, too. It took, a long time building up to the story. I mean, I read it in, like, 2 or 3 days, or listened to it. But, like, the whole story took a long time to build up to it. So I was, like, listening to it last night, and I was like, I don't care what time I'm up till, I'm getting this book done. Like, I'm finishing this book. Because I want to start the book club book tomorrow. And I just want to be done with this. And I want to be done with it. I want to move on. I want to move on to other things. So, I played Words with Friends until I finished it. I think I got it done at, like, 6:30 in the morning or something like that. But then I was like, I'm not going to start Molly's Game until tomorrow. Because Molly's Game is the book that we're reading for the book club this month. So, yeah. So, and I started Molly's Game today. And I am, like, kind of far for having started it already. Hold on a second. I'm going to try to finish it tonight or tomorrow when I get up. Yeah, I'm almost 40% of it done. Almost. So I'm like 55% of it done. Is that right? Yeah. I bought 2 new books today, too. Do you guys want to know what I bought? So I bought this book called Framed by S.L. McInnes. Where's the other book that I bought? Oh. Okay, so I bought this book called Framed, and then I bought the sequel to Camino Island, but it doesn't come out until next Tuesday. Listen to this Framed book that I saw. It came out. It was in my recommended. I still have 2 credits to use. It was in my recommended, so I was like, I'm going to get this. It sounds really good. I think I might read this next. Either this or the, I hate when you, like, type in a book on Goodreads and it pulls up the wrong books. What is that? Don't Think of an Elephant, Know Your Values and Frame the Debate, The Essential Guide for Progressives by George. I don't know what that has to do with the book Framed, but that's what it pulled up when I looked it up. That and like 3 other books. S.L. McInnes. Okay, sometimes you have to put in the author name. S.L. McInnes. Here it is. It's probably getting horrible ratings. Oh my god, it only has 63 ratings so far. And it has a 4.16 average. That's interesting. All the people that rated it got it as a free book. They got it as an ARC, an advanced reader copy to read. Fast, twisty, and totally unexpected, a riveting read. Sherry Lapina, author of The Couple Next Door. That's what she said this. That's what she said. Nothing is as it seems. Nothing is as it seems in this gripping and unputdownable thriller. Fans of The Wife Between Us. Not another one of those. Fans of The Wife Between Us and Need to Know Will Devour, framed by S.L. McInnes, but you won't see the twist coming. It was all fine until she turned up. Music teacher Beth and film producer Jay seemed to have the perfect life together in L.A. When Cassie, Beth's old friend and college wild child, turns up unexpectedly, everything changes. But what neither of them know is what Cassie's running from, and that is going to have consequences for them all. Something is about to go very wrong, and someone is going to lie about it. That is not... Okay, so when I bought it on Audible, that was not the synopsis. It was like, she goes missing in the middle of the night, and it's like, here, let me see if I can find that synopsis on Amazon. McInnes. I wonder why it isn't. Here it is. I wonder why it doesn't have that many reviews. It also has 2 different covers. Isn't that interesting? Okay, and now it's not showing up here either. I hate when it does that. Because the one I read, it says it takes place over 3 days or something. Oh, this is it. Beth Montgomery seems to have the perfect life. A beautiful house in the hills above Los Angeles. House in the hills above Los Angeles. A handsome, ambitious husband, and plans on starting a family. So it doesn't occur to her to worry when the news breaks of a quadruple homicide across town, a botched drug deal that leaves an undercover officer among the dead. Beth certainly would never think to tie the murders to the sudden reappearance in her life of wild, sexy Cassie Ogilvy, the estranged best friend she hasn't seen since they were college roommates. As Cassie confidently settles into Beth's new life, making herself comfortable not only in Beth's guest room, but with her husband as well, it becomes increasingly clear that her old friend has a lot to hide. But it isn't until a shocking late-night phone call and Cassie's even more startling disappearance that Beth begins to understand that the world as she knew it is gone forever. Unfurling over the span of 3 fraught, heart-pounding days. I love books that are in real time that go real fast, you know? Like that one that I just read. What was that called? Run. Unfurling over the span of 3 fraught, heart-pounding days, McInnes' masterful suspense debut is fast-paced and diabolically unpredictable. A fresh, surprising, and powerfully smart twist on the traditional thriller. Every one of these books, they always compare it to Gone Girl. Listen to this. Exceptional, a fresh riff off the Gone Girl motive. Publishers Weekly. Fans of Gillian Flynn's Gone Girl and Leanne Moriarty's Big Little Lies will find much to love. Big Little Lies and Gone Girl are so completely different from each other, I don't even know how you would put them in the same sentence, okay? Let's see if there's another comparison to that. No, but I'm excited to read it. S.L. McInnes has a degree in broadcasting and has worked in public radio and television. Like Beth, she studied music for years. Framed is her suspense novel or debut. Now, I wouldn't know that she, like Beth, had studied music because I haven't read the book yet! Okay. I'm excited about it, though. So that's my new book that I bought. And then Camino, the Camino Island, I don't know what it's called, Return to Camino Island or something. That's the sequel to Camino Island. It comes out next week, and I pre-ordered it. So, I bought those, and then I started Molly's Game tonight. I listened to it off and on today. It's good. I'm not really to her, so she starts this gambling deal, right? She was like this high stakes poker games to the rich and famous. But like everybody that's mentioned on the book cover is like I've already been introduced to in the book. So she moves to LA from Colorado and she like hates waitressing, of course. And so she starts working for this guy and they do these undercover poker games. This isn't going to ruin it for you. This is all at the beginning of the book. But there's like a lot of lead in to like how she gets there. And it's interesting because it talks about the Viper Room. Like the Viper Room is a big part of the book. And the hotel that Alex and I stayed in, I can't remember what the hotel was called, but it was the first time that we went to LA last year. It was like we could see the Viper Room from our hotel room window. It was like 1 block from the Viper Room. Can't remember what that hotel was called. It was a really cool hotel, though. Both of the hotels that I stayed in Los Angeles were really cool, and not super expensive either. But they were all over there in, like, that West Hollywood area. They were all, the second one was better than the first. I can't remember the hotel room for the first one. I don't know that I really remember it. But they were all, like, in walking distance, too, from, like, well, they were, like, a block from each other, actually. So, yeah, I got up late today, and then, I started, like, pulling myself together, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna make this video, I'm gonna make that video, and then, like, I had forgotten that we were doing this thing for our friend Erin's birthday, where we were gonna, like, drive by her house, and honk horns and stuff like that, and, so I was like, damn it, like, I obviously can't make videos until afterwards. And so we went over there. We actually drove to Melissa and Jason's, and then we, like, sat out in the street, and, like, we followed them over there. And then we went over there, and then we got, like, in a line with everybody else, and we drove by and honked. It was real funny. But then, like, she did this thing, like, where we, like, all sat in, like, a line, and then we, like, pulled up, and she was, like, sitting in the yard. She was, like, you know, 6 feet, but she was farther than 6 feet away. And she, like, so she would just, like, stand there, and we would, like, talk to her for a second or whatever. And when Alex and I pulled up, we played, like, the really loud, the party version that his family sometimes plays of that Feliz Cumpleaños, and, like, happy birthday in Spanish. And she loved it, and her mom was over there with, like, a mask and everything on. It was real sweet, and her daughter was there, and her husband. And so Melissa got out of the car, like, they parked, and then she walked over to the other side of the street, and she, like, filmed the whole thing for her. It was really sweet, so that she could have, like, the whole thing on video, and then Melissa got back in the truck. So we just, like, each of us, like, pulled up, and, like, you know, we were like, hey, it's good to see you, and, like, Alex had this, like, big thing that Melissa made, this, like, banner, and, yeah. I thought she was gonna start crying. I was like, you doing okay for your birthday? She's like, it's just, like, this is the weirdest birthday ever. And, but, I mean, it's what we have to do, right? Like, I mean, this is what we're told to be doing, so there'll be, you know, other birthdays, other things to celebrate down the road, and, you know, at least we're all, you know, for the majority of us, safe and healthy today, you know, and like I've said, I don't mind the social distancing. Well, it was funny because when we were coming back, we have this neighbor that lives in our neighborhood. She's really good friends. She was really good friends with my mom and my aunt. She went to high school with them. And so she and her daughter were walking in the neighborhood. Her daughter lives with her. And so she, like, I mean, like, people are keeping their distance even in the neighborhood. So I was like, because the other night kind of surprised me when I walked out there, but they were, like, when I rolled down my window and said hi to her, and she, like, stood back and stuff. I think it's what we have to do, you know. None of us are seeing anybody. I mean, none of us are. It's like, I mean, I'd love to see my dad and my stepmom, or I'd love to see, you know, like, Liliana and Carlos and the kids, or Alex's mom, you know, but, oh shit, Tanya, I'd love to see Tanya, you know what I mean? I haven't seen Tanya in weeks. This is probably the longest that Tanya and I have ever gone without seeing each other in 23 years, which is so weird. So it was nice seeing everybody today, but, like, the most I saw Melissa was, like, she walked out of her house and, like, put the poster board on the front of my car, and then she would, like, wave to us, like, we had her window down and stuff, and then she, like, got in the car and waited for Jason, because we were waiting for him to come home. That's why we parked in the street. And then, like, he pulled in, and then, like, he got in the truck, and, like, he waved to us, and we drove over there. And then, like, you know, Erin was 10 feet away or whatever, and, like, that's the closest that, I don't know, it's just, it's weird, you know, but like, it's what you have to do. We're all in this together. It's not like other, you know, like people are, I don't know, I have seen people that aren't following it. Like, it's kind of interesting to me that, you know, like, I'm seeing a lot of people, especially like on like Facebook and stuff, that are like kind of like making a point of being like, I don't know, it is what it is. I'm not going to preach about it again tonight. I just think it's what we're being told to do, you know, like, so anyway, that's what we did. And then we came back, and by that point, it was like almost 6 o'clock. We got there late. We were supposed to be there at 5, but Jason got home a little bit late from work, which was fine because we got over there at the same time that like the other people were there. So we got there at like 5:15. So we got home at like 6. And Alex played Mario Kart for a little bit, and I just sat there and like watched him. I was like, good job, babe. Like, I was laying on the couch. I was so tired. And Tucker was laying with me, and Boo Radley was down in the house, I think, down in his little house. And so Tucker and I were laying on the couch, and I was just like watching him play Mario Kart. It was like real soothing. I don't know why it was soothing, but it just was. And he was like, I suck at this game anymore. He kept on going, he goes, I suck at this game anymore. I can't play this game. I used to be so good at this game. I was like, okay. So, it was funny because, like, when this whole thing went down and I knew that he was going to be at home, like, stuck at home bored, and everybody was talking about, like, Animal Crossing. Well, first, I didn't realize that you had to have, like, a Nintendo Switch or whatever to play it. So then when I realized that you had to have that, I said to him, oh, well, it must have been after that, because I ordered my iPad, and then the Animal Crossing thing happened, like, right after that. It was, like, literally, like, right after that everybody was talking about Animal Crossing. I started seeing it everywhere on Twitter. And I said to him, I said, you know, do you want me to order you an iPad? And he was like, no, I just watch all my stuff on my computer. And I said, okay, well, do you want me to get you, like, the Nintendo Switch or whatever it is that you can play Animal Crossing? Because that's what everybody's talking about, because Alex loves games. He's not, like, a diehard gamer or anything like that, but, like, when he's bored, he grew up playing games with his brothers and stuff like that. So he likes games, you know? But he can, you know, leave them or take them or leave them. And he was like, no. He was like, you don't need to buy that for me. He was like, that's, you know, like, kind of expensive and whatever. And I was like, well, it's cool. I got an iPad. So thankful I got my iPad, right? Best purchase I made of 2020. I use it literally all day long. And so I was thinking about it, like, yesterday or today, because he's been playing Mario Kart, like, every day, and I feel bad, because it's like, we have a Wii that's like 10, 12, older than that, probably 15 years old. We have this Wii or whatever, and, did I have it before we got together? No, we got it together. So it's, you know, within the last 12 years. But anyway, it's not new by any means. And so I was gonna be like, and I had never looked to see how much they were, and I was going to be like, do you want to get a Nintendo Switch? Or I was just going to surprise them. And then I looked and I was like, that's kind of expensive just to play a game, I think. I think it's like $300 or something like that. But do you remember I talked about it on here because my nephew, I was thinking about this the other day too. My nephew, do you remember this? Carlitos wanted one so bad for Christmas. Like, he had to have one. Do you remember that? And I was like thinking about getting it for him. And then Carlos and Liliana ended up buying it for him anyway. I don't think I've ever seen him play that Nintendo Switch. I don't think I've ever seen him play that ever once. Seems so weird, like we haven't seen them in forever. Are you kidding me? So you can buy it, like, all together? Okay, this can't be. Can you not get it anymore? Is it, like, sold out? know it said $700. That was on eBay. It stopped. I didn't even know it was at the end. Okay, I was like looking up this Animal Crossing on Nintendo. It says right here, I can't pull it up on Best Buy, but it says like $2.99. And I'm like, but one of them said that it was like, oh, it says sold out. They're sold out. So, tough luck. But one of them said like $7.49 or something on eBay. I was like, excuse me, ma'am? Excuse me, ma'am. I don't think we need that. What is the difference between like a regular Nintendo Switch? So is it just that this one comes with Animal Crossing? Is that what it is? New Horizons Edition? Okay, so is the game separate? I guess the game is separate. Oh, that's crazy. I don't understand this at all. Does anybody know? Can somebody explain it to me, like in the comment sections below, please? I really appreciate it. Animal, I'm gonna look on here and see if you can buy the game separately. Shop this Animal Crossing game. Okay. Shop this Animal Crossing game. Sold out. Okay, see, like here it says Animal Crossing New Horizons Nintendo Switch $59.99 sold out. And then it says Animal Crossing New Horizons Nintendo Switch Digital $59.99. So does that mean you just like download it onto your thing? And then Nintendo Switch Animal Crossing New Horizons Edition console $2.99 sold out. How did everybody get this thing so quick? Anyway, I guess it's like the big deal right now everybody's talking about. You gotta have it. You gotta have it. Do they have the new AirPod Pros? That's what I want. I just look at stuff. I have been window shopping like nobody's business lately. Do they not have the AirPod Pros? Okay, the new generation. The new generation, is that what they're called? Oh yeah, they do have them. Get it by Thursday, April, $249. I use mine so much, my AirPods. I don't know that I think the AirPod... Well, the reason I wanted the AirPod Pros was because they had noise cancellation, supposedly. So they were better on airplanes. And if you have AirPod Pros, they're horrible on airplanes. They're really, really bad. But I have my Sony headphones. But then the thing is that I have to, like, pack those in my backpack when I travel. But the reality is we're not going anywhere right now, you know? I literally, you guys, I have, like, spent no money. So I'm sure I'm just like everybody else. I haven't even bought anything on eBay or on Amazon lately. Oh, my House of Leaves book came, though. God, it's huge. It's like this big. So, here's my wallet that Alex got me, I think, for Christmas. So, I keep all of my receipts in here. You guys, look. I have one receipt in here, okay? And this is from the last time that I went to the gas station, which is, it's been a week. It's for gas. Isn't that crazy? And it was for $22.68. Crazy. It was like whenever I said I went to the gas station, which was like a week ago. I can't believe it. That's what I spent on my debit card in the last week. $22. which, if we weren't on lockdown, I would be spending probably, well, I mean, gas is so cheap right now, first of all. But let's say $25 twice a week for gas, so $50. And then, I mean, we go out to eat, like literally, I spend at least $20 on food every single day, if not more. When we go out to dinner, I spend a lot. I mean, we can go out to dinner and spend 50 or 60 bucks several nights a week. Plus fountain pops, plus just random stuff. Like, that's the thing. Like, oh, you know, Starbucks. I didn't really realize how much money I spent just buying stuff throughout the day. Like, just a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I mean, it all adds up, you know? So I am saving money that way. And I am saving money by, obviously, not going to the casino. And, I mean, I think like everybody else, I'm stressed about money, you know, just because we don't know what's, like, coming up. But it's like, at the same time, I have to take a look at, like, all of the money that I'm saving by just sitting at home day in and day out. You know what I mean? Because I am saving a lot of money. And 2 vacations we didn't go on. So. I love the soft little rain. It was like thunderstorming earlier. Like, not like it wasn't not thunder, but it was like showers. What's the weather supposed to be like the rest of the week? I look this up every single day. I know everybody probably remembers more than I do. It's kind of like my highlight of the day. Looking to see what the weather is going to be like tomorrow. Not that it'll matter when I roll out of bed at 3 or 4 in the afternoon. Let's see. It's not pulling it up. I don't know why. My internet out here sometimes is kind of crazy. I watched a couple episodes of Schitt's Creek today. I have 2 more episodes before. I thought I was closer to being done than I am. I have 2 more episodes to finish the 2nd season. I love it, but I like it for different reasons than everybody else loves it. Like, everybody's like, it's so funny, it's so hilarious. Like, I think it's funny, but do I think it's the funniest show I've ever seen in my entire life? No. I think it's very endearing. I think what's endearing about it is, and maybe I'm wrong, and maybe it'll never happen throughout the show, but they, like, are slowly kind of changing as people over time because of the people that they interact with. And it's done so in such a subtle way. Like, the sister dates this guy, and then, like, they break up, and she says, and she's sincere. It's like a sincere moment in the show, and she's like, I feel like he changed me. She was like, I feel like he knew me, and I let him in. And so it's like, they're slowly, like, changing and becoming less superficial. And I love shows like that. You know, I love shows that are just about real people. I don't know. It's just, it's a very endearing show to me. And there's some just very endearing characters on the show, too. Okay. It says it's 53 right now. Well, it says it's 68 in my car, so. It's supposed to be 52 today. Oh, Wednesday, 69. Hallelujah chorus. And 0 chance of rain. Thursday, 58. Friday, 64. It's like up and down, up and down, up and down. And then Saturday, 54, 56, 59, 63, 63, 64, 64. I mean, starting next week, it's just going to be, like, beautiful all the way. Man, I have got to get some food going because I told myself that as of May 1st, I was going to get on track with the eating right. So, I have got to get my pizzas, my pizza rolls. I got to get rid of all of my chips and dip. I've got to eat it. I've got to eat it. And, I decided one of these mornings it might be this morning, I don't know, but I am gonna run to Hardee's and get breakfast, and I'll just wear a mask and wear my gloves. I feel like that would probably be safe. Everybody that I know has gone to, like, fast food or something at least once. I mean, you know, they're still working, so I feel like that should probably be safe. Did I do anything else today? No, we took a nap. Well, Alex was watching. I don't even know what he's watching. Oh, he's watching Ozark season 3. And he was laying in bed, and after he ate early, so like when we came back, he made. He sent me a picture of it. He's so funny. He's so proud of himself that he's cooking right now. It's so cute. And he's like, do you want me to make you something? Do you want me to make you an avocado toast? I'm like, no, I'm okay. Alex is actually a really good cook. Like, he makes these incredible salads. Here, I'll show you what he sent me. I mean, first of all, I'm a vegetarian, okay? Second of all, I just was like, he just like sent me this picture and I was like, yum. Hold on a second. Can you see it? You can't see it, can you? Okay, it's like, and I thought it was like chicken and cheese and nacho chips or something. And I was like, did he make homemade nachos? Like, what is that? And so when I went inside and I go, that looked really good. What was that? And I go, was that chicken? Because it kind of looks like chicken. I don't know. He goes, no. He goes, it was ground beef. And he was like, and black, it looks like black beans. And then he has tortilla chips and salsa and hot sauce and lots of mozzarella cheese. And then he ate the whole thing. He goes, I ate the whole thing. I can't believe I ate the whole thing. And so after that, he was like laying there watching something on TV. Oh, he was watching the end of, I guess it was the last episode for this season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, which is hands down my favorite season of, or the favorite. Like, I love Atlanta. Like, that's my favorite of all of them. There's at least one person from every town that I like, except for New Jersey, because I've never watched New Jersey, so I don't know anything about it. And there's what's the other one that was like 2 seasons and it's gone? I like Dallas a lot. I like New York. Well, I mean, I like them all. I watched the OC for a long time. Alex loves Beverly Hills. It's like, that's not like my favorite. And I was kind of real over it when Lisa Vanderpump thought she was better than to show up to the own reunion of the show. I just was kind of like, at that point, I just was kind of done with the whole thing. I used to like the OC, but it's gotten real stale to me over the years. New York, I liked, okay, I know, don't come for me, but I liked Carol, okay? And since Carol's not on it anymore, I'm just kind of over it, and Luann bores me, and what's Mortimer, I don't really care for her, and Ramona's my favorite. So, Ramona and Carol were my favorites. And, I mean, Carol would drive anybody crazy, but I liked her on the show. And so Atlanta is my favorite show, although I think they should totally bring back Phaedra. I mean, I understand why Phaedra's not on the show, but they should bring her back just for quality entertainment, period. But man, do they fight. Okay, so they are at the season finale, okay? They are at Candy's surrogate party, where Candy and her husband, Todd, are having, like, a baby with a surrogate. And so she's doing this party where, like, they pick the name of what the baby is going to be, and then she wants to introduce the surrogate to everybody at this party, like, on the stage. She has a stage and everything set. And I always feel like Candy is the one that gets screwed in these situations anyway. Like, I always feel like they just, like, do her so dirty. And, like, I feel like she is kind of, like, I don't know, like, kind of above all that, and, like, she somehow gets pulled into all this, like, just stupid crap. So she's having this party, right? It's, like, out on the street, by her house. I think it's by somebody's house. And, so anyway, Nene and, which I'm a diehard Nene fan, so, like, and I know that she's problems and she's problematic, but I always feel for Nene. What's her face? Kenya was just coming at her and saying, and she was saying that Nene was a bully, and Nene can be bullyish sometimes, and she was accusing her of spitting on her, and it was just like, it was going back and forth, and she's like, well, you tried to spit on me, and Nene's like, I didn't try to spit on you. If I tried to spit on you, I would spit on you. And then Marla, is that her name? She's my absolute fave, okay, of the world. She does not care, and they all are always like, where do you get your money? And she won't tell any of them where she gets her money. It's so funny. Marla, is that her name? Yeah, I think so. I love her so much. She's always just like on the trip. She's like Nene's good Judy. But she's like, and Marla's so Kenya's like, well, you tried to spit on me. And Nene's like, I didn't try to spit on you. If I tried to spit on you, I would spit on you. And Marla's like, how do you try to spit on somebody? You either do or you don't. And then Kenya comes over and she's trying to talk to Shamia. And she's like, Shamia, and it's like this is all going on while Candy's trying to introduce this surrogate on stage. And they're like shouting at each other and talking over each other. And it's like so much. And this is how the season ends. This was how the season ended. So I can't wait to see the reunion show. But I don't like, because Nene was horrible at last season's reunion. She was so mean to everybody. She wouldn't talk to anybody or anything. But I don't know. Does anybody watch Dance Moms anymore? Is Dance Moms even on? I know that they were coming back with like a new group of kids or something, but I don't think it did very well. Who knows? I think reality television is kind of self-combusted at this point. I do. I feel like it's so boring. You know what I mean? Like, not that this is the most exciting thing in the entire world, but I feel like it's either so scripted or, like, all of those romance shows are so scripted. And I know people love The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. Oh my God, all of my friends they die over that show. Don't call them while The Bachelorette or The Bachelor's on or whatever. They love that show. But all those shows are so scripted to me, so I don't enjoy them, right? And then the ones that do seem real, like, you can't script this stuff that goes on in Atlanta. Like, they really, like, come at each other, you know? And it seems so toxic. It's like, let's put this group of people together just to fight for pure entertainment. Like, I don't know that I would ever allow myself to be part of that. I might. I don't know. You know, like, it just is crazy to me. So he was watching that. He finished that up. And then I was like, well, what are you going to do now? And he was like, are you going to make videos? Oh, at that point, it was like almost 7. And I was like, I was going to. I said, but I need to start getting ready for my book club here. My book club, but my group of friends getting together to read. And he was like, okay, because I think I might just go upstairs and lay down, which I knew he wouldn't do that, because if he goes to bed, if Alex goes to bed at like 7, then he's like out for the night. Like, he'll fall asleep at 6 or 7. He used to. Our first couple years together, well, even up till just like a year or two ago, like, we would come home from brunch on a Sunday, and we would go to brunch, and then, you know, we would come back. He hasn't done this in a while, but he used to do this. And then we would come back, and it would usually be if, like, he was out late on a Saturday night. Like, if he had gone out with his girlfriends and he was out late on a Saturday night. But he would come home Sunday from brunch, and he'd be like, I think I'm going to take a nap for a little bit. And then he would literally sleep. I would, like, you know, like, drive around and call my girlfriends and whatever. And he would sleep from, like, 3:30 or 4 until, like, 6 or 7. And then I would, like, you know, come upstairs and I'd be like, hey, and he'd be like, still asleep. He'd be like, what time is it? And I'd be like, 7. And he would, like, go down in the kitchen and get, like, one of those, he likes those small bags of popcorn, that Smart Pop. He, like, orders it by the, you know, the box full of these little bags, you know, like the vending machine bags. And he'd have, like, a bag of that or two, and, like, he loves string cheese, and then some string cheese. And although he doesn't eat it the way that you're supposed to eat it. And it was so funny, because somebody was posting something about, who posted that? I don't know. I saw somebody post something on Twitter about it, but about string cheese. But anyway, or maybe somebody sent that to me or something, because I've said something about it before. But anyway, he loves string cheese, and he loves that popcorn, and he doesn't eat it the way that you're supposed to eat it. He just bites into the string cheese, which drives me crazy. So anyway, and then he would go back to bed for the night. And I'd be like, you're going back to bed for the night? And he'd be like, oh, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I'm like, you literally... And so he would literally sleep for like 15 or 16 hours straight. I don't think I could do that. Like, I know people think I sleep a lot because I get up late, but the reality is I really don't. Like, I get into bed at about 7. I get into bed about 7:30. Well, these days, I won't be doing this once, like, you know, he goes back to work and stuff. But I get into bed at like 7:30, and then like it takes me a while to fall asleep, and I sit there and I talk to the dogs and whatever, and then I get up at like 2 or 3, so I'm getting less than 7 hours of sleep. I'm really not getting a lot, but I am taking a nap in the evenings, which is fantastic. I love my naps. Although Boo Radley tonight kept him like circling, like I was laying on my side, so I like wasn't like facing the computer because it was like real bright. And Boo Radley kept him like going around in circles and then pushing real hard against my back and going, He's so funny. All right, how about we read a few comments? A few comments from the vlog. Let's see. Oh, I did want to read this one thing that I saw. I thought this was so very apropos to my vlog. Well, any of my channels, honestly. But Philip DeFranco posted on Instagram. It's a picture of his likes and dislikes, and it says 8 likes and then 1 dislike. And he put, I get disliking my videos. I'm not palatable to everyone, but who is disliking the video in the first 3 seconds? Did I fuck your mother? And if so, are you angry because I did a really good job or a really bad job? And I'm like, Philip DeFranco. But seriously, I totally so relate to that, because I get the same number of dislikes on my vlogs every single day, because that's the amount of haters that I have out there. They're always quick, like right away when I post a review or a vlog. And it's so funny because people always are like, who's disliking your review videos within the first 5 minutes? I'm like, oh, you know, I got some people out there that don't love me. Tiandra. Tiandra, 2 hours ago, she tweeted me and said, you recording the blog vlog? And I said, you know it, and I just shouted you out too. Okay, let's go into the comments. Let's go into the comments. Okay. Jillelina said, oh my god, Peter, how can you be vegetarian and not like black beans? Haha. No, there are some beans that I can't eat too. I don't dislike black beans. Like, I don't, did I say I hate them on here the other day? I kind of do. Like, I mean, I don't hate, no, I don't. But like, they're not my favorite. You know what I mean? Like, I like them sometimes. The other thing is that, like, I think it's because, like, at Alex's, like, mom's house, like, she makes black beans with everything. Like, when Alex cooks, black beans and everything. Like, they're so, like, black beans are literally, like, a major staple in, like, a lot of the Venezuelan courses, or meal courses. So it's like, I've kind of been overloaded on them a little bit, you know what I mean? But I mean, I don't hate them. Like, I'll eat them. My god, that black bean Crunchwrap Supreme from Taco Bell, delish, hello. But like, some of the things that he adds it to, because he loves, I mean, Alex loves black beans. So some of the things that he adds it to, like, I just wouldn't add it to just to, you know what I mean? Like, the nachos, like, those nachos would have been perfectly fine without black beans. That's how I feel about it. But I don't hate them. Anna said, I love you, Peter, and so do so many people. You make such a difference in our lives. Please don't ever question or stop what you're doing. You help so many. Blessings and prayers to you, Alex, Tucker, and Boo. Oh, thank you so much, Anna. I really appreciate it. More the bipolar said, I don't get where, I love some of your names on here. It's interesting. I always wonder, like, how do you guys pick your names? Because mine are so, like, Peter this, Peter that, you know what I mean? I don't get worked up about my schedule anymore, either. I mean, why would I? Why would you? Like, exactly. Thank you for co-signing how I feel about all of this. And I think this is the other thing, too. Like, you know, I was talking to a friend of mine earlier today about, and she was really beating herself up about, like, So thank you for putting this comment. I really appreciate it. She was like beating herself up. She's like, well, I went to bed at like 3 o'clock in the morning and I didn't get up until like 2 in the afternoon. And then I just laid on the couch and like read a book, and I didn't even want to make dinner. I didn't make dinner or anything for, you know, the family and whatever. And I'm like, okay, like, you know, why are you beating yourself up about it? And she's like, well, tonight I'm going to go to bed at 11. I'm going to get up tomorrow morning at 9. And I got to do what? She's, well, I have some projects around the house I'm going to do. And I said, okay. But, you know, the thing is, like I was talking to Tanya about this earlier, is I feel pretty productive. Like, I get a lot done. Like, I mean, you know, I'm still like, even on a day that like I sleep in, I typically am posting several videos a day. Now I've been taking a day off here and there, whatever. But I've still been posting videos, you know. I do my vlog every single day, typically for an hour and a half, you know. Like tonight it might be a little bit shorter. But typically for like an hour and a half. I've been reading a lot, you know. Cleaning up stuff around the house. I feel like I'm still being pretty productive. So I'm not beating myself up about it. In fact, some ways I'm kind of more productive now than I was before, you know? As far as getting some stuff cleaned up around the house, at least, you know? So, yeah. You can't get worked up about your schedule. I mean, I guess if you're gonna beat yourself up about it, change it, you know what I mean? Do something different, like get up. I was just looking at my battery up there because I don't think I have another battery. And I was just looking on there and I was like, well, I have 2 in here, but I don't know how good they are. I wasn't gonna vlog for a long time tonight anyway, because I want to listen to my audiobook, but I was just looking at it and it was full, and then it went down to like half. I think like that article that I read on here, and I know some people didn't relate to it, but like Alex has quoted it like several times to his friends, and like it was so helpful to me. And the reason why it was helpful to me, the one that Shane Dawson like tweeted out, was because it was like, don't beat yourself up right now by setting all these expectations. Like, I need to get up every morning and do yoga, and I need to, you know, read 5 self-help books. I don't even know that like I'm gonna read the self-help book that I put on Peterisms for March or April. In all honesty, I'm just really not in the mood to like sit in my car or sit outside and listen to a self-help book right now. You know what I mean? Like, I kind of want to escape and listen to fun stuff and read fun stuff. So I don't know that that's necessarily what I want to read right now. And that's okay. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have to. And like, but I'm not going to beat myself up about it either. You know, like I literally have friends of mine that have set themselves up on schedules to this whole thing, and they're like, they get up and they're running or doing, you know, like they've set up this, you know, and I think it's fantastic for them. That's what they need to do, you know. They've set this whole outside gym up, and they're doing yard work 6 hours a day, and they're like, you know, posting pictures and sending pictures to everybody, like, you know, like, look at the yard, pats on the back. And I think it's all fantastic, you know, but do it because it's going to make you happy, right? Don't do it because you feel like you have to spin yourself into this frenzy, because if I don't get this stuff accomplished, well then like I've wasted quarantine. That's not, or whatever you want to call this, lockdown. That's not why we're at home. We're at home because they're telling us that we should be at home because it's not supposedly safe for us to go places right now, and they're trying to like, you know, push down the curve. That's why we're at home. We're not at home to finish 1,800 projects, get the yard ready for summer and everything like that. Sure, we can do some of that, but I'm not going to beat myself up about it, because whether I was at home or whether I was not at home, that stuff would still need to get done at some point. You know what I mean? Like the walk is still going to need to get done. The patio furniture and the plants are still going to need to be put out. I can't, you know, even go get plants right now, but do you know what I mean? Like, so no, I'm not going to beat myself up about it. Hell, I've cleaned more of this house in the last 3 weeks than I have in the last 9 months. So, you know, like, it's, you gotta like give yourself a break a little bit. And it was really good for Alex. Like, I could see Alex kind of like, I need to do this and I need to do that. And he was kind of like stressing out, I think, about like all this kind of stuff. And then he just kind of like gave in to, okay, this is our situation right now. And if I get up and I want to do yoga, then I will do yoga. And if I get up and I don't, then I won't. And if I get up and I want to eat like really healthy avocado toast or a salad, then I'll make a salad and avocado toast and I'll eat healthy. And if I get up and, you know, I want to eat bad nachos or whatever, like, I'll do that. Like, I'm not going to beat myself up about it. And I think that that's one of the greatest lessons that can come from all of this is treating ourselves a little bit kinder, you know? Like, I'm just not going to do that to myself. Call me lazy, say I sleep, you're sleep. I can't believe I was at the end again and I didn't know. I thought it was at like 25 minutes. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, say I'm crazy about, you know, my sleep schedule and whatever, but like, I don't really care. It doesn't bother me, like, right now, you know? And it's not bothering my husband. If it was bothering my husband, then that would be another thing, too. But, like, he's literally getting up the same time I am. So he's just getting several more hours of sleep than me. But like I said, Alex can sleep for a long period of time, you know? So, yeah, I mean, like, you can't beat yourself up about it. More Than Bipolar, I think that's your name. Hold on a second. I think that was a really great point. So thank you for saying that on there. Why can't I not get into my phone? Yeah. Harper said, good morning from the UK. Fell asleep watching your vlogs last night. Your voice is so relaxing. I really appreciate that. It's so crazy to me when people say that, because I've just all my life, you know, all my life I've been criticized for my voice. I don't have an issue with my voice anymore. I really kind of like my voice now because I know it's who I am. But it's still funny to me when people have said that, you know. More Than Bipolar said, I really like the silent patient. So Tanya told me to read that again. I said, Tanya, you already told me that everything about the book. I told her the other day, I said, you're a book ruiner. Because she tells me all, like, the whole storyline to a book. Jennifer said, thanks so much for all your vlogs, Peter. You've really helped ease my depression, anxiety, even if it is just for an hour or so. Love you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Linda said, I'm hooked on Boom Chicka Pop sweet and, oh my God, I love that. Sweet and salty kettle corn. Their Christmas popcorn is so good. My tag, in quotation, so that must be like a dog's name. Oh yeah, has a bad tooth that gave him antibiotics and pain meds. I pray by tomorrow he's feeling lots better. I hope he is too. Sending some prayers your way, tags. Carrie, Peter, can you please yell out hey to my 12 and 13-year-old girls, Charlie and Elliot? They love hearing you talk to me every night, LOL. Hey Charlie, hey Elliot, how are you girls doing? I just have to tell you that, so I'm weirdly obsessed with androgynous names, and I love them. I absolutely love androgynous names, and I have a lot of friends and family that have, like, do you guys know what I mean by that? Like, Elliot for, like, a girl, I love that name. So, I think it's just, and I think it takes, like, I don't know, I think this is, like, part of it is, like, one of my mom's really good friends, her name was Michael, and she went by Mike, and she just was such a cool woman, like, it just was such a great name for her, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I just think, like, I just kind of like edgy names like that, different names. I love names, like picking names, like, one of my biggest pet peeves, I just have to tell you, okay, so I hope I don't piss off half my audience, is when, the audience is you, is when I will say to somebody, like, oh, well, what's your name? And they'll say, oh, my name is Sarah. Well, why did your mom name you Sarah? I have absolutely no idea. How do you not ask your parents at least once in your life? Unless you had no interaction with your parents, and then I totally understand. But, like, you don't ask at least once in your life why you were named. I mean, I just feel like that's an important part of your story. You know what I mean? Like, and I understand there's a lot of people that don't have, like, connections with their biological families. And so I totally understand that, right? But, like, I feel like that's kind of, like, for me, if that's not your story and, like, mom's living down the street, why you wouldn't have asked her at some point, like, why did you name me Judy Smith, you know? Mother Maria said, Peter, thank you so much once again for such a beautiful vlog. Me personally, I am going through a lot over here emotionally, financially, mentally, and listening to this tonight just made me feel so much better. You made so many great points. Thank you for looking at always regular people and not just hits on the site. You are definitely one of a kind, so don't ever leave us, okay? I'm not leaving. I'm not going anywhere. Sending so much love from the East Coast, or sending my love from the East Coast. You are so special to all of us. By the way, I definitely could have went for a 3-hour vlog personally. There are so many people in this. Maria, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And it's comments like that, I have to say, that just really keep me going sometimes. And I love that she says in here, thank you for looking at always regular people and not just hits on the site. Girl, I'm just a regular person. Like, I don't know, like, do you ever watch, like, some YouTubers, I'm trying to think of an example, who really just, like, they got popular off of YouTube, right? And it's like, we watched them at the beginning when they weren't, like, anybody, like, famous. And then, like, they've kind of bought into their own hype. Do you know what I mean? And I'm kind of like, do you think that we can't, like, go up to your channel and go oldest video first and see who you were, you know, 5 years ago and be reminded? Like, pulling the reins a little bit. We're just, like, we're all normal people, right? Like, that level of phoniness is such a turnoff to me. I can't stand it. I literally can't stand that from people when they're like, that's not confidence to me. That's not confidence to me at all. Confidence to me that is attractive is embedded in humility, you know? Confidence to me that has airs of cockiness are not attractive to me at all. Like, that's such a turnoff to me, is that when people are real cocky, I'm like, my first thing is when I see somebody that's real cocky, I'm like, to me, that is like red flags all over the place. I am so insecure that I'm trying to, like, throw it off and not let people know that I'm insecure at all, you know? And I think that for a long time growing up, I really, really believed that people that were like, yeah, like, bro, you know, like, all that, or like, that's just one kind of cockiness, you know? I feel like, I know a lot of women that are arrogant. I know a lot of, all kinds of people that are arrogant and cocky, right? And I've been that at times in myself too, right? But, like, I don't like that look. I don't like that look on me, and I don't like that look on other people. And, I mean, it's one really quick way to not be in my inner circle. Like, if I feel like, I feel like we all need to be right-sized. And when I have known people in my life that have started, and this has been for the last 30 years of my life, you know what I mean? When I have known people that have started basically saying, I'm better than you, not to me, but just to other people, like, in general, you know, or have bought into their own illusion. And that can be anyone from a celebrity to a housewife, to a man that runs a business, to a host at Walmart, to whatever, right? But it tends to seems to be typically people, like, money has a little bit to do with it, I've noticed through the years. You know, it seems to be like when people get a little bit of money, like, that's kind of like, it starts kind of going to their head a little bit. And it's just sad to me. It just really is sad, you know? I'm very thankful that, I have people in my life that, A, are salt of the earth and are some of the most down-to-earth, real-ass people I've ever met in my entire life, that have never let me forget where I came from. And I have to always remember this, too. My mother, who's not with us anymore, and my father, who still is, I think that level of cockiness would be what would really be. I think my dad would just kind of be like, I don't even really know who you are when you're that, if I was like that. But, like, my mom would say, like, I'm thinking of, like, a girlfriend of mine from, like, years ago that's kind of, like, turned into this. Like, if I was like her, my mom would, and I love her and I care about her, but, you know, my mom would say, I don't know who you think you are. Like, I don't know what's going on here. Like, my mother, ever since she read Catcher in the Rye, hated phonies. I mean, she used the word all the time, you know? And my mom would have said to me, you're a phony. Like, what's going on here? Like, you're no different than anybody else. Stop treating people like you think you're better than somebody else, because you're not, you know? And, it's like people of the lie she talked about a lot. We're all the same, you know? And, I look for the similarities, not the differences in my experiences with other people. Because I want to have people in my life. I want to talk to people. I don't want to, you know, I don't know. But I appreciate you saying that. Like, it means a lot to me. I think if I really cared about views and all that kind of stuff, look, I think it would be obvious to people, wouldn't it? Like, I mean, this isn't a channel that I'm getting. If you go look at my channels, I mean, I really only have one channel that gets pretty good views on it, and I'm not even getting like 100,000 views a video. I'm not even getting views like some celebrities, some Freudian slip. I'm such a celebrity. Some YouTubers get at, you know, when they've been around for as long as I am. You know what I mean? Like, I'm getting less now than I was getting like a year and a half ago on that, and have consistently lost. Oh, the battery's gonna stop. Hold on a second. Yay! A fully charged battery. Okay, I have to tell you what happened really quick. So, I was putting the battery in, and I took a picture of myself. I don't know why I do that with this camera, but never did it with my old camera. But anyway, did I just put my lip balm away? No. But I took a picture of myself, and like when I was grabbing the camera, and so I was going in and I was trying to delete it, but the way that you delete images or videos, it's like select images or select, anyway, on this camera is different than my other camera, and I haven't really, I mean, I know how to do it, but like it's a little bit more delicate, and I almost deleted like everything I'd already vlogged, and I was like, oh my God. So anyway, what was I talking about before? About, you know, like, about really caring about the views and things like that. Don't get me wrong, like, you know, I've always said from the very, very beginning that, you know, like, I feel like I've put so much of this on tonight. I've always said from the very beginning of YouTube that I wasn't going to be a BS artist, and that, sure, like, views are important to me because views equal somebody watching my video, a person, a human being, you, right? So, and then if I get a subscriber off of that, that translates into somebody saying, hey, I enjoyed his video enough, I'm gonna stay, or hey, like, I don't enjoy his content, I'm gonna hate watch him, or whatever, right? You know what I mean? So, but there's something about him, you know, that makes me want to stick around. So sure, like, the numbers to that degree mean that to me. And I've always said that, like, if the more views you're getting, that means that enough people are, like, wanting to watch your video, and they like your video and things like that. I will tell you, the things I watch for now are not typically how many people are watching my videos, but how long are they watching my videos. Like, that's one of the things I look for. And, you know, like, okay, since January, I have had something wrong with my channel, and I've been working with my YouTube manager on this, because I'm literally, this is my drama channel, I'm losing like 1,000 subscribers a month on there. And for me, it's just frustrating, because I have so many people contact me, and they're like, I got unsubscribed to your channel. I didn't know it. Like, I went and looked, and I was unsubscribed to your channel. And so, and I have he's such a nice guy, this guy that I work with. And he was like, okay, well, say something in a video, and then find out, like, send me, you know, the links to people that have said that they've been unsubscribed, and we'll look into it. So he started looking into it. That went into February. He asked me to do it again in February. I did it again in February. And then some bug just, like, big bug just flew by. And then then it went into the beginning of March, and he was looking at it, and, you know, then he was like, okay, we're gonna send it to technical, and then, like, technical had it, and he was like, yeah, there's some, like, glitch with your YouTube. It comes from, like, I don't even understand. It comes from my YouTube page or something like that. And so he was like, but I had to send it to, like, engineering, technical, or something. And then the last time I talked to him, which I've still been talking to him since we've been on lockdown, he was like, it's going to be like a month or two because everybody's working from home now, and it's just like slower and things like that. And I was like, it is what it is, you know, like, I mean, I'm not going to fight that, you know, whatever. I'm not going to just continue to get upset about that. It's upsetting to me. And this is what I said to him, and he was like, you know, like, I think a lot of people get fixated on the numbers, but it's not just about that. And I said, listen, that's not important to me. What's important to me is that the people that have watched my channel and are like, oh, I like Peter, and I want to watch his videos, that are subscribed, that have the notifications turned on, they're not seeing them. So it's frustrating to me because I'm literally getting messages from people saying, oh, wow, like, you posted videos for the last 2 weeks and I didn't even know you were posting videos anymore. Like, that's what's hard for me. But, like, if I cared truly about the views, go check out, like, my, you know, Peterisms and my book. Go look at this channel. Like, it's not like, I mean, this channel, this is my 3rd year going every single day. And I know that a lot of it over here has to do with the length of the videos. That if my videos were 10 to 15 minutes and showed throughout my day, that I probably would have twice the number or whatever. But this is what and I thought about changing it too, you know, and I thought, no, people really enjoy me sitting and talking and having a conversation, and this is unique. Like, there's not a lot of channels out there like this, and I enjoy doing this, you know what I mean? So I'm not going to pander to that. You know, my Peterisms videos get 300 to 500 views. That's a good video. I mean, 300 to 500 views. Come on, guys. You know what I mean? Like, the channel's been around for a long time. I'm not getting a lot of views on that channel. My booktube, same way. I started on that. You know, next month is my 4-year anniversary. I get less than 1,000 views a video on every single video that I do. It's because I love it. You know, I mean, the numbers aren't because I love it, but I keep on doing it because I love it. You know what I mean? Like, I've had so many people, YouTube people and YouTubers that I've been friends with, that have said, just get rid of the other 4 channels and just focus on your drama channel because you get a lot more views and you can put a lot more attention to it. I'm like, no, like, I love those channels. Those channels mean a lot to me. Those are my heart and soul. It's not like, you know, it's like cut a lung out of somebody and tell them to keep on, you know, living their life. You know what I mean? Like, each channel serves a purpose for me in my life. And it isn't so much about the views as it is about seeing somebody's name come up, and I think, oh, wow, I've seen their name on 3 of my videos today. Like, they care enough to watch 3 of my videos. Or when somebody says to me, like, you've really, you know, I got this really, really, really nice message on Instagram today. I just was floored. And I get so many messages on Instagram, it's hard for me to keep up. But I got this message from somebody that literally has, like, watched for like 2 years. And I mean, it was this detailed message of how, like, my videos have, and not just these, but like my drama videos have, like, been such an implemental part in their changing of their life. And I just was like I said yesterday, what an honor to be part of somebody's life. It's such a cool thing, you know what I mean? So yeah, no, I care about the views, like, I do, but I'm not, I care about the views because I want people to watch it, you know what I mean? But I'm not, like, infatuated with the views. Like, it's not like I go to it and, you know, like, okay, this is the thing. I've had a lot of videos where you post it and it's like, nobody watches the video. And you can literally tell because you typically get so many views just based on subscribers and notifications, right? So when we hear of, like, a Tati, like, you know, Tati Westbrook, when she's complaining because her video's been up for 3 hours and it only has so many views. She knows what she typically gets in 3 hours. I know what I typically get in 3 hours, right? So when I'm sitting there and I'm watching a video, this just happened to me. I did a video about Jake Paul. Nobody cared, okay? And I don't know if it was nobody got the notifications or if nobody cared, but literally, I was like 3 hours into the video being up and I had like 900 views. I mean, it was like unheard of on that channel. And I was like, oh my God, this is kind of crazy, right? There's a lot of YouTubers that would take that video down or be like, if something's wrong, it's not getting the... I'm just like, whatever. I guess nobody cares about Jake Paul. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. You do your best. You know, I tried my best. It's like, you know, some days you just gotta accept the fail. You know, I think that's it. We, like, learn from it, you know? And, I don't know, like... And I think it's interesting, too, that a lot of these YouTubers don't think about the message that they're, like, sending out there to their audience when they do that. It's like, well, first of all, okay, like, you know, I took a video down because it only got 70,000 views in the first 3 hours. Let's say one of these beauty influencers says, right? Well, think if you were one of those 70,000 people that watched that video. You think, I don't matter, apparently. I don't matter to that person because you took down my video. You know what I mean? It's like... What? Like, okay. It's just so crazy to me. I kind of enjoy this kind of like talk about the beauty influencers like this. I might do a whole video like this in my car tomorrow and just like, let's just talk, you know what I mean? Like, have a conversation about it. A little bit conversation. But anyway, yeah. I do think it's hard though, like, I do think it's hard when you realize that, like, I think you have to figure out early on YouTube, and I came into this later, so I kind of already knew this, that, like, nobody is my competition. I mean, I'm my own competition, right? So I have to constantly, if I want, like, people to get excited about what I'm doing or enjoy it or whatever, raise the bar, you know what I mean? Like a 3-hour vlog. But you know what I'm saying? Like, nobody's really my competition out there. It's not like somebody's saying, like, well, if I had to pick between these two, I'd only watch this one. I mean, you can watch whatever you want. You know what I mean? So nobody's really my competition out there. So it doesn't, like, once you kind of know that, it's like the numbers, I don't know, like, I don't know what getting obsessed about the numbers, how it helps the situation any, you know, instead of just being grateful for all the people that choose to watch, you know, like, it's just, like, my friends, like, they are floored, okay, and not, like, the Tanyas and stuff like that, but, like, Melissa's husband, Jason, still gets kind of, like, he's like, I cannot believe that, like, 2,000 to 3,000 people sit and listen to you talk in a car every night. Like, he thinks it's hilarious. He's like, what do you talk about? And I'm like, well, you need to watch my vlogs and then you'll find out. And he was like, people seriously sit and watch you for, like, talk in a car for, like, 2 hours? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I'm such a great person to speak. And he just starts laughing. I'm like, Jason, I'm joking. He's like, well, what do you talk about? I'm like, I just tell stories. I just talk about my day and what's going on. And he was like, yeah, he was like, I don't know. He's like, that's just crazy to me that people enjoy that. I'm like, it's therapeutic for me too. So, you know, but I have a lot of friends of mine that are just like that. They're like, they don't get it. You know what I mean? But they also, most of them don't watch YouTube either. I think it's kind of a different world. Like, you kind of have to watch it and enjoy it, you know? The thing is, whatever you're going to do in your life, like, I didn't write a book to get, like, published and sell 1 million copies. In fact, I kind of didn't ever expect that I was going to sell very many copies. And I actually did really well, you know? But, I mean, it wasn't a bestseller or anything. But for, like, a boutique publishing, you know, house, it did okay. And, that was not a fart. That was my shoe down here. I swear! But anyway, but, you know, like, I think the things that you do in life, do it because you love it. Do your best that you can possibly do. Do it with passion. Like, if you're going to do it, don't do it half-assed. Do it with passion. Because if you don't, it'll show in what you're doing, you know? If you think about it, there are artists and authors and singers out there and songwriters, you know, that were never appreciated, scientists, philosophers, never appreciated for their craft until after they were gone from this earth. Nobody ever knew who they were, you know? They were never appreciated. They were never, you know, it's not like they sat there and got the, you know, all the accolades that go along with that. Nobody knew who they were. Nobody cared. But they still did it. They still painted the paintings and wrote the books. Do something because you love it. You know what I mean? Do something because it's your heart. You feel like you have to do it. Because you don't know who you would be if you weren't doing it. And when I started on BookTube, I was watching all of these booktubers. And I remember thinking to myself, I have to be part of this. Like, I just love hearing people talk about books. Like, I have to be part of this in some capacity. And so that's why I started my BookTube channel. I've never lost that. It doesn't matter what channel it's on. It doesn't matter. I don't really ever sit there and think, like to me, when I'm filming like a Peterisms video versus like a drama channel video, like the amount of views that I'm gonna get on that video doesn't feel any different to me when I'm filming that video, if that makes sense. Like in that moment, I'm just talking about a meditation or sharing a personal life story or sitting in a car laughing, drinking a Diet Coke, or, you know, like flipping a fan and talking on the drama phone. I'm doing whatever I love to do in that moment for that channel. Like, I don't think about it in regards to the views that the video is going to get, or, ooh, this video is going to blow up and whatever. And I will tell you this, that like 9 times out of 10, whenever I think like, oh, this video is going to blow up, like just because of something, like it's, oh, like, you know, everybody's talking, it never does anything. You know what I mean? Like that's the video that gets the 900 views in 3 hours. And I don't know, and maybe that's God keeping me a little right-sized too, you know, to think like, hey, you know, like, you're not that great, you know, like stay simple a little bit. But I think that whatever you do in your life, no matter if it's cooking or gardening or, you know, like whatever you're doing, do it because you love it. Do it because you're passionate inside of it. You know, most of us have to work jobs. I can say I feel blessed that I'm not this person today, but like, you know, many of us have to work jobs that we don't want to go to work in because we have to pay bills. So when you're not, spend that time doing something that you love to do, you know? And if you're part of something like me being in recovery, if you're not passionate about it, get passionate about it, because that's a big part of your life. You know, you gotta, you know, it's like, I mean, I know people that are like super, super passionate about their families, you know, and like that's everything to them, or scrapbooking, or, you know, athletics and sports and stuff like that. You know, whatever it is that makes you happy, thrift shopping, you know, garage sale shopping, whatever it is that makes you happy, do it, you know? Like, I remember years ago, Melissa and I, we had this conversation. I will never forget it. And we were sitting in this bar downtown. And this was when Melissa and I were going out a lot. And this was, this was about the tail end of when I said I wasn't going to go out anymore. And we had this conversation sitting in this bar. And she said something like, I just feel like I'm wasting time sitting here a lot. Like, she likes to go out. Melissa and I both like to go out, but we just don't like to go out the way that, like, you know, our husbands do and stuff. And I said, well, what do you want to do? And she said, I just feel like, you know, I'm getting older. There's a lot of things that I could be doing with my life other than just every weekend sitting in a bar. And I go, well, what do you want to do? And she's like, I don't know. She's like, but it kind of scares me to change it. Like, she's like, I don't know, like, how to change it and whatever. Okay, flash forward. I started going back to meetings and whatever. And I called 3 or 4 of my friends, and I said, my girlfriends, and I said, I'm not going out anymore. And Melissa was one of those people. And Melissa was like, this is never going to change our friendship. And Melissa and I's friendship has actually gotten, like, a lot closer since I stopped, you know, going out a lot. And, because I was going back to meetings. And, so I was sitting over her house one night, and I can't remember what it was for. Like, I think Alex and Jason went to go do something, and I was over at their house, and Melissa had made like us dinner or something, and we were sitting there talking, and she's just like, I don't want to continue to go out all the time. She was like, but I don't know what I want to do. And she was like, at that time, like, real interested in, like, you know, dog stuff and whatever. And I said, you love like this dog stuff, why don't you get involved in a dog rescue? Oh, no, she had just started getting involved in this dog rescue thing that she was doing, and she hadn't even started doing transporting yet. And I said, why don't you like ask the girls if they like, from all that, if they like want to go and do something some night? And she's like, well, I don't really know them. And she was like, you know, it's really uncomfortable. And, you know, like, Melissa, as what do you call it, extroverted as she is, like, when she doesn't know somebody, like, it's still hard for her, you know? And she's like, I don't really know them to ask them to do something. I said, why don't you just like arrange a dinner and you guys like all go meet somewhere like for Mexican or something, and you love to go out to dinner? And she's like, yeah, I guess I could. And she's like, you know, but like, I don't really know them, and some of them are married, and we're all from different backgrounds. I go, who cares? Like, this is, you know? And I remember, like, it was like 2 weeks after that, she like went out to dinner, and I like knew she was going out to dinner at like 8 o'clock, and I kept on calling her and calling her and calling her at like 10 on, and finally at like midnight she like called me back, and I was like, what, you didn't answer your phone? She's like, I just got done with dinner. And I was like, did you have a good time? She's like, oh my god, I had such a great time. We sat and talked, we talked about dogs, we talked about this, and she had such a great time. She has made some of the greatest friends. She is so involved in animal rescue and transport and things like that. Melissa is like involved in like so many boards in Indianapolis when it comes to that stuff now. She's such a fantastic person, and she like, you know, knows so many people and whatever, but it's like, how did I start talking about this? Oh, because she's so passionate about it, right? Like, she is so passionate about things to do with like animals and animal rescue and whatever, you know? And like things that she like vehemently believes in, you know, like just different things that she believes in, you know, like, and she's so passionate about it, and you can tell that she's such a good example to me that like once you walk through the door of what you love and are passionate about, your life just kind of explodes. Like, it's the way, I mean, in a good way, the way that it's supposed to, you know? And she loved it, and she was so excited about it, and then she met all these friends, and these were like her closest friends now, you know what I mean? Like, Erin helps her with all that kind of stuff, and, you know, we're always like, whenever she go to her house, she's always got stuff everywhere. She got both of her dogs, you know, from dog rescues, and, I don't know, it's like changed her life. All in 5 years or something like that? No, it's been like 7 years. All in like 7 years. Do something that you're super passionate about. Do something that you're in love with, you know? Okay. So many people saying thank you to the essential workers. Magic Me said, nobody is going to watch a 2-hour-long vlog. Look at Peter acting brand new. Julie said, I love you, Peter. I love you too, Julie. Okay. Peter, where is this? Literally me multiple times a day. I feel like a couple of people said that. Like, I don't even remember what I said in the video about that. Musi said I pronounced her name right. Yay! Dominique, oh, I saw this one earlier, said, please read my comment, Peter, in all caps, which for you millennials out there means yelling. I flippin' love you. I have watched you every day for about a year now. You've gotten me through some pretty hard things. Love you, Peter. Love you too, Dominique, and thank you so much. Okay, I read this comment, and then I went into this whole story about somebody, and then I was like, you know what? Like, I think I should probably not put that story on here, because it's like a really personal story, and I was like, you know what? I think I just won't put that story on here. So anyway, edit. Big edit. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay. Melissa said, bless you. FYI, I did watch the entire 2 hours, loved every minute. Okay, let's see. Oh, another Melissa said, this is a different Melissa, isn't it? Yeah. Another Melissa said, there's so many Melissas that watch this channel. There's like, I know of like 3 or 4. It's always so good to see you. It's especially good now when everything is so chaotic. Everyone, please stay safe and healthy. And thank you so much to the essential workers. We can never repay you. Love to all. Oh, that was so sweet. Amy said, these vlogs are seriously making my night so relaxing. I watch them every night when my kids go to bed and love them. Thank you. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Lisa said, dreams are visit. It's wonderful that they are together. I really, you know, like I really want to hope that. I really hope so. You know, like Alex has dreams of Pee-Pee. He had another one last night. Like good dreams. And I want a good dream of Pee-Pee. I want to wake up and have a dream of just being with him, you know, like, I have this image of, you know, like, him now, but, like, I don't know. I just miss him like crazy. Okay, Sky said, I vote yes to the tie-dye review. I think it's a good idea since we are all stuck at home and need ideas for things to do or try. I've also been loving your cooking videos. Please keep doing them. Today, I'm leaving flower emojis for essential workers. Thanks. Oh my God. Sky, you just made me think of the greatest idea. So when I was in the basement the other day, oh my God, I can't believe that you just gave me this idea. So thank you, Sky. You don't even know what you did. When I was in the basement the other day, remember I had talked on here about this book that my mother bought at, some like women's league, because my mom was part of a women's league actually. I think it was called La Tryon or something like that. But anyway, she bought this book and it was like things to do with your kids. I found it in the basement. I could not believe it. It was like sitting right out, and it's like this homemade book. You can tell it's kind of homemade. Like whoever made it probably made like 50 of them in their kitchen or something, you know. But anyway, it has all these things on there. I should bring that up and do things on there for my review channel. I should just like pick random things and do them for my review channel. Oh my God, that was such a great idea. Thank you for the suggestion, Sky. She has no idea what she just did, right? Okay. Oh my God, I can't get into my phone. Janelle said, happy Monday evening from Atlanta, Georgia, y'all. And Jessica put, oh, Jessica, what a pretty profile picture. She put a bunch of emojis. Oh, another Jessica said, I'm reading The Sundown Motel you talked about. I like it so far. So good. Such a great book. Megan said, why did I just catch myself saying bless you to Peter when he sneezed and he says thank you? Haha, that's it. I'm not going crazy. Happy Monday, everyone. Everybody does that on here. I don't know why. It's funny, isn't it? Melanie said, Peter, you are so right. Lay's onion dip is so addictive. They should sponsor your videos. Okay, I have to tell you something. So, thank you. I agree. But that's never going to happen. But I have to tell you, it's so funny about this Dean's dip. So, I thought it was like the chips at first. Like, I was like, the chips taste different with this dip. And it's not. It's the dip makes it taste different. Like, there's something so completely different about the Dean's dip and the Lay's dip. And I know the Lay's dip is like horrible and pre-processed and gross for you. And like the Dean's dip is a little bit more, I mean, it's sour cream, but it's like just a little bit like better for you probably. It just seems like it's a little bit more natural. Even though it doesn't expire until like August of 2021. I know, when I saw that, I was like, oh my God, 2021 or something like that. Cracked me up. But anyway, there's something that just tastes different about it. I don't know what it is, but I miss my Lay's, but I can't get it from the Amazon. Oh my God, you guys, that battery wasn't charged either. So I had to, I'm on my last battery now, and it says that it's charged, but I don't know, like, maybe they're not, so I don't know, but I'm real frustrated with it at this point. I've actually vlogged for a lot longer than I thought I was going to vlog, so I'm going to read a couple more comments and then finish this up. I don't know what happened. I just like looked up and it was like flashing at me. I was like, oh my God. Okay. let's read a couple more comments. And then I will close this down. I don't even know how long I've vlogged now. Let's see. I started... Oh, shoot. It can't be 2 hours. No, I started about... somewhere between 3:15 and 3:30, I think. Okay. Sue said, hashtag every color heart. Sorry, my computer won't let me post emojis. If no one else has said this, Peter, I love you. Aw, thank you so much. Oh my God, here's Hannah said, Peter, where did I see this? Why can't I find it? Literally me every day. You're the second person that said that. So funny. Anya, hey, Anya from the book club. She said, hi, Peter. Hi, the True Crime Book Club, period. Roxanne said, Peter, I hope you and Alex see this. I want to thank you for your videos. They keep me company. I love watching the reviews with my son. Aw, my son has autism and he understands things better if he can see it. And I use you and Alex as examples for love is love. Aw. Thank you for that. And he adores when you say, I'm 50 and I like to kick. He laughs so hard. He also thinks Alex is so funny when he makes faces. LOL. That is so sweet. Thank you so much for that comment. And Melissa said, that's so sweet. I hope you and your son have lots of fun while you're stuck in the house. You sound like a wonderful mother. You do. That is really sweet. Thank you so much. Okay. Belinda, she's starting some trouble here. Belinda said, bring some mac and cheese to the vlog, LOL. I'm so pissed. I tried to find those Ruffles of sour cream and cheddar. Walgreens was sold out. Did everybody watch your vlog and buy them? I was so pissed. They should sponsor you. Now I have to head over to the Amazon and see what's good. LOL. Love you, Peter. Keep up the good work over there on all your channels. Oh, thank you, Belinda. More Than Bipolar said, I'm so confused on days and times. LOL. Me too. Crystal said, working out and listening to my fave. Hey! I don't know if this was last night or the night before, but I went in and I when was this? I think this was last night. So I uploaded my vlog and I was rendering it, right? So I came out to my car while I was rendering it and listened to my audiobook. And then when I was done, I went inside to watch an episode of Schitt's Creek before I went to bed. And I started uploading it. So when I got up today, it would be uploaded on YouTube. Well, YouTube just changed over. So it's now we have this new, it's called the new studio. It used to be Classic Studio, and now it's the new improved Creator Studio or something like that. It's whatever. It's basically, it's very similar. So, but it looks different. Well, I think it changed in the middle of me uploading this video or something. Because I woke up today and for my vlog for last night, and it said there was some problem uploading it. It wouldn't upload it. And even though it looked like it was completely done being uploaded, so I had to re-upload the whole thing again today, and it took like an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. I think it was an hour and a half. But anyway, I thought that was funny because that never happens, you know. Okay, now here's Melissa, the Stranger Than Fiction. She's gonna get a, did I say Lisa? This is Melissa. Melissa's gonna get a little rude here. That's me joking, by the way. Peter, me and Lisa and the Cult Jam. She even tweeted it out to me. Peter, me and Lisa want the 3-hour vlog. So you know damn well we watched the 2-hour vlog. The longer the vlog, the happier we both are. Love, love, love. Oh my God, Peter, you are getting tired of the junk food, but I feel ya, except I cook dinner and then later that night we all snack on food, and I got my French onion dip and Ruffles today. Oh my God. And somehow I had ordered the Kraft dip, but when my order got here, we had Dean's instead. Is there a Kraft dip? Cass said, you do not listen to books at the speed for real, do you? When it accidentally started playing. Seriously made my day. Here, I'll show you what I have. I have it on right now, what I play it on. Oh no, this is Kitty Girl. Hold on, by RuPaul. Hold on. Yeah, I play it at 2 times speed. But Molly's game is not that fast.
Let them eat their food at the poker table. During dinner, I heard Bruce ask Philip where he should take a girl to dinner. Not the hand job girl, I presumed. I know the perfect place.
The hand job girl! Oh my God! Family friendly! That's how fast I listen to it. I talk fast, so I hear fast, you know? I will say, though, that there are some books that I can't listen to that fast, depending on how fast they speak when they're reading it. Also, a lot of the Harry Potter books and some other books that have like English accents, like I miss words if I listen to it really fast. So I usually listen to those at like 1.25 or 1.5 speed. Which that's part of the problem with the Harry Potter books, because they're so long that to listen to one is literally like 18 to 20 hours. Some of them are longer than that. So, you know, that's a 20-hour book to listen to. But I will tell you that the Jim Dale versions, I prefer the Jim Dale versions. There's a couple different versions of the Harry Potter books, but the Jim Dale ones are fantastic. They are so good. His narration is like unbelievable. He sounds like Hagrid, kind of. Megan said, you've read my comments twice this week, love it! Just put ruffles and dip on my grocery pickup for Thursday. We're all going to be a bit fluffier. Is that the word you're using? Should we be using the word fluffier? I'm going to put that as my title is going to be, I'm a bit fluffier tonight. We get to emerge from our homes, and that's okay. More to hug. I should pick somebody's comment every day, and that should be my new title. I'm a bit fluffy. That's gonna be the title of my vlog. I just wrote it down. That title is dedicated to Megan. Brittany said, I started watching Schitt's Creek because of you. It's such a great show. Definitely an easy binge-worthy show. Hope you and everyone staying safe. Thank you. Let me know what you think. Is that cute? I love the way that David talks on the show. He cracks me up. Ashley said, I've recently discovered your rants playlist. Oh, I laugh until I cry when watching. It's definitely a wonderful distraction. I love you and the Wolf Pack. Oh, thank you. I have so much fun doing the rant videos. So if you go to my Peter Monn channel, on there's like a playlist of all of my rant videos. Okay. Oh wait, Emily said, are you still doing a Q&A with Alex? Yes, I have all the questions saved. I just don't know when I'm gonna do it. Probably when I get up earlier one of these days. Iona? If I got that right, I'm good. It's pretty spelling though. Peter, I don't know if anyone has mentioned it to you yet, but the Leslie Jordan on Instagram is literally you in 20 years. So funny and fabulous. I fell down the rabbit hole and now I'm obsessed. Love you, Peter. I have gotten that comment, I cannot tell you, from so many people. And he's hilarious. He's doing all these like daily videos every single day. Yeah. And 3 people commented. Adriana said, oh my god, I just went to check his Instagram and LOL, I already love him too. Maricela said, agree. And Linda said, I told Peter last night, I hope he checks him out. He's beyond hilarious. Alright, I think that's it. Bunch of hearts. Stephanie! Hi, Stephanie! Twyler said, love your guts, Peter. Just like everyone else, you are helping me get through this quarantine. Lots of emojis for the essential workers. And then everybody just gave a bunch of, oh my god, Hunter said I sang the Anna Nicole theme song when you said her name. Anna Nicole. I used to love that show so much. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna stop there because it's like 300 degrees in this car because I forgot I had the heat on. And because I want to listen to some of my audiobooks. So anyway, I'm gonna get off here now. I'm gonna make this exit really fast. Are you ready? Okay, let's see how fast I can make it. I hope you guys, it's already real slow. Let me just have a sip of my Diet Coke. You never know what I'm going to say in the outro, right? So, it's the outro. Say goodnight. Pretty Peter, say goodnight. It's the outro we've been waiting for 2 hours. Anyway, okay, I hope you guys loved that vlog. I hope you enjoyed listening to it. I hope you laughed and cried and shouted and ate Ruffles potato chips and Lay's dip. No, thank you for watching the vlog. If you made it this far, please put a blue heart in the comment section, but put all the colors of the emojis, just all that kind of stuff. Make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up, please. It really means a lot to me. And make sure that you're still subscribed to all of my channels. And all of them that you watch, at least, please make sure that you're still subscribed. And let's see what else. Yeah, I do sing 24 hours a day, I really do. And I do know all the songs to Kitty Girl by RuPaul and Trixie, Shangela, and BB. I know all the words to it because I downloaded it like a week ago after I watched the Trixie Mattel documentary, and now I know all the songs to it. Anyway, I kind of knew some of the words to it before, but now I know all the words, so I sing it literally all day long. It drives Alex crazy. Anyway, I hope you guys, tomorrow's my home group night. I hope you guys are having an amazing Tuesday, unless you have other plans. But like I always say, don't have other plans. Make the most of your day. Do something fun today. Start something new. Why wouldn't you? Order some Lay's potato chips and onion dip. I mean, that's what we're all doing. Come on, everybody's doing it. And yeah, and do something fun. Start some new TV show or book today. Do something that will make yourself proud when you look back on it tomorrow or next week or in 2 days or in 2 weeks or in 60 years or 69 years. Family friendly. And if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. Make sure that you look at yourself in the mirror every single day. I love you. Did you hear it? You. Right there. I'm looking at you. Okay, you. Make sure that you look at yourself in the mirror every single day and you say, I love you, and you're valuable, you're important, and you matter. And say one really good affirmation every single day. Say, today is going to be an amazing day. And I'm going to be happy, joyous, and free all day today. And if you're watching this before you go to bed, as you're brushing your teeth, look in the mirror and say to yourself in your head, tomorrow is going to be an amazing day, and I'm going to be happy, joyous, and free all day tomorrow. And I'm not going to beat myself up for not getting a lot done. If I sleep in, I sleep in. And I'm just going to be okay with that. And I'm going to take a day and enjoy myself because, you know, I have the ability to do that right now. And if you're working, thank you for working. We really appreciate it. You're making the world literally continue at this point. So it really means a lot to me, and I know it means a lot to the people that are watching this video. And what else? Most importantly, make sure that you reach out to somebody. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. I texted Josh today, barista Josh from Starbucks, and I asked him how he was doing. And he and Jacob are doing good. They're running out of things to do. They're a little bored. They've been at home for a month now, but other than that, they're doing really, really good. So I wanted to let everybody know that because I reached out to him. Make sure that you reach out to somebody and let them know, hey, I'm just thinking of you. I wanted you to know I'm thinking of you, and how are you doing, and are you getting through this okay? It's just as simple as that. And yeah. And what else? Also practice random acts of kindness, and don't forget, most importantly of that, don't tell anybody. And don't point at people with lip gloss either, okay? Just saying. And don't tell anyone. Just do it because it's the right thing to do, and you're putting good out there in the world, and just do it because it feels good. It feels good to be, you know, a good Judy. That's what we do, is good Judies. We put good out there in the world. Anyway, I think that's it. So, I love you guys, and thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and yeah, I will see you tomorrow, and I love you. Bye! Love ya!